शेखरीभूत शीतांशुरेखा मयूखावलीबद्ध सुस्निग्ध नीलालकश्रेणि शृङ्गारिते लोकसम्भाविते शेखरीभूत शीतांशुरेखा मयूखावलीबद्ध सुस्निग्ध नीलालकश्रेणि शृङ्गारिते लोकसम्भाविते. Okay, so here he's moving on to describe the first one. He described Jaya Janani Samudrantar Udyan Manidvipa. So the place where Devi is living or staying, Manidvipa. Then he is speaking about her situation, her condition there. What is she doing? She is enjoying music. She's sitting and enjoying listening to music. And the music that started and being sung and played in her honor, she's listening to it and enjoying it. Which means she is in a state of Madalasa, Madalasa, Manjula, Vagvilasam. Madalasa means that the alasa, there is a certain laziness that comes because of mada. Laziness that comes because of a certain kind of intoxication that she is in. So she is enjoying in that intoxication, she is enjoying. And then he is explaining that Shekhari Bhuta Shitamshu Rekha Mayukhavali. Shekhari Bhuta. There is something that has become a crown. Shekhari Bhuta. What has become a crown? The Shitamshu, which is the Amsha of Shita, which means an aspect of the moon, has become the crescent moon, an aspect of the moon. The crescent moon has become Shekhari Bhuta. Shekhari Bhuta means Shekhara Bhavati, means it has become. It has become what? Shekhara. Shekhara means what? A crown in the crest. The crescent moon has become a crest jewel or crown in the Shekhara, in the top of her head. What is happening from there? There's a rekha that is coming out, which means a line is coming out. A rekha means a line of what? A line of rays. Mayukha. Mayukha means rays. Rays are coming out, and it is not just one ray. That's an avali. Avali of rays. Mayukha avali, which means avali means a cluster. Like Deepa, cluster of Deepa becomes Deepavali. Right? Deepavali, the word in North, it has become Diwali. But the word actually means Deepavali. It is an Avali, a cluster of lights. So like that, Avali is a cluster of Mayukha, rays. Baddha, the cluster has become dense, concentrated, filled. So the crescent moon, the rays of the crescent moon are falling over in a line, and it's become dense. The cluster of that rays are coming down, it's become dense. And what has happened because of that? Neela Alaka Shreni. Neela Alaka Shreni. We'll come to the word Susnigdha in a short while. But Neela Alaka Shreni means Neela Alaka. Alaka Shreni means the locks. Alaka Shreni means the locks. The women's long hair is referred to as Alaka Shreni. And it's Neela means it's dark. It is dark. But it's not just dark. It is Susnigdha. It is with an oily substance. Snigdha means a viscous or an oily substance, or something that is oily in nature or shining in nature, lustrous substance. Something that is lustrous, that is snigdha. Susnigdha means with. With that luster, the hair is now become lustrous. So Susnigdha Neelalaka Shreni. So the hair now has become lustrous. By what? What does it become lustrous with?
Shitamshu Rekha.
It has become lustrous with the Shitamshu Rekha Mayukhavali. The rays that are flowing from the crown moon, the crescent moon is giving out rays, beautiful white light. That light is coming, the rays are coming in a cluster, Baddha, they're coming in dense form and they are coming on the Alakashreni. In the dark black hair tresses or the locks that Devi has, the light is falling on that, and hence because of that light falling on it, it looks as though it is shiny. The hair has become shiny. Susnigdha. Okay. So the hair is looking shiny, not because she has applied oil. The hair is looking shiny because the rays that are falling from the moon that she is carrying, Shekhari Bhuta, Shitamshu Rekha, Mayukhavali, the whole rays are coming as an avali, as a ray, as a cluster of rays. They're coming um, on the on the locks. It's like namak. When people don't have enough hair, when there is light shining on their head, how will it appear? The mama, Sundar mama. Yeah, the bulb there will appear bright on their head. So the Kannu kusum. So the light there is appearing as though there is the reflection of the light is appearing as though there is a shine or luster on the surface. And so Kalidasa is describing her hair are looking so beautiful, and the shine of the hair is coming from the shine or the rays of moonlight that is coming from the moon that she is carrying. Okay? So in the first one, she is referred to as Krittivasa Priye. If you look at her as first as Ardhanarishwara, she is carrying the moon, and the light from the moon is falling on her tresses, on her locks, and making the locks appear lustrous in color and lustrous in texture, or that there is a certain oiliness and a luster that is there because of this. Okay, so that is what he's saying. Loka Sambhavite, oh one who is loved by everybody. Loka Sambhavite. Then he's saying Kama Leela Dhanussannibha Bhrulata Pushpa Sandoha Sandeha Krillochane Vaksudha Sechane. Now what he's saying here? Now first he described, see, in the second verse he described the chuli, the hair that was dangling, and she is listening to that music, right? So she's listening to that music and the hair is dangling. In which one? Sadara Rabdas Sambhavana, Sambhrama, Sangeeta Sambhavana. So the thing that is hanging out from this thing, the talapinnal, that is shaking. So the hair is described there. In the third one, he is further describing the hair, that the hair is now lustrous because of the moonlight. Then he is going to explain the eyes and the eyebrow. Okay. Sing Kama Leela Dhanussannibha Bhrulata Pushpa Sandoha Sandeha Krillochane Vaksudha Sechane. O Vaksudha Sechane, O mother whose Vak is like nectar, Sudha. It is like nectar that is flowing, Sechane, the nectar that is flowing when you speak or when you say something. It is as though nectar is flowing from you. O Vaksudha Sechane. Your eyes are, so I'll kind of break it in different ways and then we'll come together to it. The eyes, krill lochane, the lochana, what is happening to the lochana? There is a sandeha kritu lochane. There is a sandeha, which means there is a doubt when I'm looking at your eyes. Sandeha kritu lochane. Sandeha means doubt, shanka. There is a shanka or there is a sandeha. What is that sandeha when I'm looking at your eyes? It is as though Bhrulata Pushpa Sandoha. Bhrulata is the eyebrows are now referred to as a creeper. This is the bhru. Eyebrow is bhru. Interesting, right? In English also, it's brow. In Sanskritam, it is bru. Correct. Bru madhye. So this is bru, which is brow, but this is what bru lata. He's using a lot of simile and metaphor here, right? Bru lata is, the lata means a creeper, and he is referring to the brow as a creeper, and pushpa sandoha. Pushpa sandoha. Sandoha means to yield, to give rise to. Sandoha is to give rise or yield. Essentially, sandoha also means to milk. Go sandoha means to milk from the cow. So what he's saying is, there is pushpa sandoha, which means the pushpa flowers, which means the brulata, the creeper of your eyebrows, have yielded flowers. And where are those flowers? They are your eyes. அப்படின்னு எனக்கு டவுட் வருது. In that way, there is sandeha. So when I look at your eyes, it looks as though the brows which are creepers, have yielded flowers, and the flowers are here. These eyes are your flowers, which are flowers that have come from the creeper of the brow. So it appears as though the eyes are like that. And then what are these brows? The brows are Kama Leela Dhanus Sannibha. The eyebrows are Kama Leela Dhanuhu. Who's Kama Leela? Kama Deva. It is his bow. It is his bow. So if you look at the bow, it's like this, right? You've got two curves. There is a little joint in between, and then there is a whole string. There is a inverted U, another inverted U, and there is a line in between the two. And then these two inverted U's are tied towards with a string. That's how a bow looks like. So he's saying these two are, this forms a bow. This whole structure forms a bow. Whose bow? Kamadeva's. Kamadeva's bow. Manmathas. Who remembers the equivalent shloka in Lalita Sahasranama? There's a shloka, equivalent shloka in Lalita Sahasranama. Manmatha.
Gruhatorana Chillikare.
Kamadeva.
No.
Smara?
Smara. Gruhatorana Chillika is next one.
Gruhatorana Chillika. Before that, what comes?
Kamadeva.
Baddha Mangalya Gruhatorana Chillika.
Ishvara Baddha Mangalya.
Baddha Mangalya Sutra Shobhita Gandhara.
Sutra Shobhita Gandhara, but that is the neck. Before that,
Kanakangata Keyura.
Kamaniya Kaman.
No.
Kamadeva Kamabala. Gruhatorana Chillika.
Kanakangata Keyura. Kamakuro.
So where does it begin? Ashtami Chandra Vibhraja Dalikasthala Shobhita Mukhachandra Kalankaba Mriganabhi Visheshaka Vadanasmara Mangalya Gruhatorana
Chillika Bhakta Lakshmi Parivaga Chalan Meena Navachambaka Pushpapa.
Then it comes to the nose and all that. Correct. Nose ko vandro. So Gruhatorana Chillika. So here the Bhakta Lakshmi Parivaha Chalanmi Nabhalochana. The lochana are like the fishes. Chalan Meenabha. The fishes that are moving. Here he is saying it is like flowers that are blossoming. And then Gruhatorana Chillika. Whose grahas? Kamadeva's graha. Kamadeva's house in the toran are your eyebrows. It's so beautiful that the house of Kamadeva uses your eyebrows as his toran, which means it's so It is so enticing. Okay. So here what she's saying, what he is saying, Kama Leela Dhanu Sannibha, as though Dhanu Sannibha means similar to, as though similar to. Kama Leela. Leela, why? Because he's sporting. In the fan of the boat. Wait a second. Sorry. So this is Kama Leela Dhanu Sannibha. Kama Leela is Kameshwara or Kamadeva essentially. He is using your eyebrows as his bow to send out amorous feelings or love feelings into people, which means your eyes are so attractive, so beautiful, that Kamadeva is pretty much residing there. Noda kangala paathe, one can get so intoxicated. One can be enticed just by your eyes. So that is what he's saying. Kama Leela Dhanusanniva Brulata Pushpa Sandoha Sandeha Krillochane Vaksudha Sechane. Then next one is Charu Gorochana Panka Keli Lalama Bhirame Surame Rame. Charu Gorochana. Charu Gorochana. Charu means beautiful. Okay. Gorochana is a particular type of substance that is an extract from the cow. Go. From the cow. Gorochana, from the cow's bile. In fact, it is said, if you look up, it says the cow's bile is used as a substance for what? Gorochana Panka. Panka is essentially a particular it's a again a Tamil or word kora koranu solluva. It's like mushy. Sand. It is similar to sand. Like you apply the sand, those who are familiar with that, with sand, right? Or sinduram, you know, it sticks onto your finger. It's very hard for it to go away also. So you take that and then you apply, right? So this is done with Gorochana. This is done with Gorochana, which means it's a substance that is from the go. Panka Keli, which means it is where is this? Panka Keli, which means it's a graceful lalama. Keli means it's a graceful mark on the forehead. Lalama. Lalama is a mark on the forehead. Lalata is the forehead. Those who know the word lalata, that means forehead. Lalama is the mark on the forehead. And it's a graceful mark of what? Gorochana Panka. Gorochana Panka. Keli Lalama Abhirame. Abhirame means, oh charming one. Oh charming lady. Abhirame. So the words are very similar here. Abhirame, Surame, Rame. So Abhirame means charming person or a charming lady. Surame is a beautiful person or a beautiful lady. Su, whenever you put Su in front of a word, it usually depicts something which is beautiful or good or virtuous. So Surame, Rame. Rame is the Sambodhana of Rama. Rama is, who's Rama? Rama is Lakshmi. Lakshmi Devi's another name is Rama. So, where do we get this? Again in Lalita Sahasranama? Savya Dakshina Sevita. Whoa. Raghu, what is that?
Rama Rakendu
Sachamara Ramavani Savya Dakshina Sevita.
Repeat that.
Sachamara Ramavani Savyadakshi.
Chamara, Sachamara Ramavani. Rama and Vani. Rama is Lakshmi, Vani is Saraswati. Sachamara Ramavani Savya Dakshina Sevita. They are on either sides. One on the left side and one on the right side. Savya Dakshina Sevita. Right? So Rama is Lakshmi. So she is now referred to as Lakshmi, Rame. So what is happening here? She is now her forehead, or the beauty of her forehead is described. So her hair was described earlier in the last two, and then now he is trying to come and describe the eyebrows and the eyes, and then the forehead and the beautiful mark on the forehead. Okay. So this is the way he is starting to describe her. So this is from Keshadi Pada Paryantam. From the top, Keshadi Pada Paryantam Varnanam. There is a description of Devi from the top to the bottom, in the similar way in which it is in Lalita Sahasranama also. Even in Saundarya Lahari, you will find it similar. When we get to the actual, what we did was Ananda Lahari, the first 41, right? Then 42 onwards is Saundarya Lahari, where there is description of Devi from Keshadi Pada Paryantam. So here he is doing the same thing from the Kesha to the Pada. Now what is interesting to note here is there are three. Okay, so look at the Sambodhanas that are done. So what are the Sambodhanas? What is the Sambodhana in the first one? Sambodhana in the first one is what? Krittivasa Priye, Sarvaloka Priye. Correct?
Kadamba Kantara Vasapriye.
Correct. Kadamba Kantara Vasapriye, Krittivasa Priye, Sarvaloka Priye. That is the first Sambodhana, which means she is one who is living in the Kantara forest, Kadamba Kantara, who is Krittivasa Priye, who is the loved one of Shiva, or you perceive her as Ardhanarishwara, and she is Sarvaloka Priya. Everybody loves her, which means she is the Lalita Tripura Sundari, the one who is loved by all the three worlds. Okay, Lalita Tripura Sundari. Then comes what? Sanumat Putrike, Sanathatrike, Sanumat Putrike. Sanathatrike is you're wearing a trika or a kondai or a triad pinnal, and your Sanumat Putrike. Sanumat is what? He said
Mountain.
Mountain, correct. The top of the mountain, the peak of the mountain. Putrike, you are the daughter of the Lord of the mountain, which means Himavan, daughter, Haimavati or Parvati. Okay, so there is a reference to Parvati. Now come to the next one. She is referred to as Shringarite Loka Sambhavite. So now if you look at the third and the fourth, in this case, just to bring out this meaning, we will try to combine the third and the fourth. And we'll say she is Loka Sambhavite, which means she is honored by everybody in the world. And then she is Vak Sudha Sechane. Vak Sudha Sechane is who? What is this form of Devi?
Saraswati Devi.
Saraswati Devi. Correct? So we got Parvati, we got Saraswati, Vak Sudha Sechane. And then comes what?
Vagadishwari. There is one.
Bhagadishwari. Correct. So Saraswati. Now the next one, the fifth Nama, the fifth addressing is what? Sambodhana. She
Lakshmi.
is Rame. As
Rame.
Lakshmi. She is addressed as Lakshmi. So if you notice the first 5 verses, how Kalidasa is bringing out the Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupa first. The Rupa of Shiva and Shakti together as Krittivasa Priye. And then he is coming down. She's saying Sanumat Putrike Parvati, Durga, then Saraswati, Vaksudha Sechane, and then Lakshmi as Rame. So Lalita Tripura Sundari, from Lalita Tripura Sundari, or the Ardhanarishwara form, Shiva Shakti, Lalita Tripura Sundari, comes the three forms: Durga, Saraswati, Lakshmi. Right?
What is the third one?
Third is Lakshmi, Rame. So you can, so what you could do is combine 3 and 4. Just to bring out this meaning, we combine 3 and 4. We say the whole thing goes Shekhari Bhuta Shitamshu Rekha Mayukhavali Baddha Sustigdha Leela Ninalaka Shreni Shangarite Lokasambhavite Kamalila Dhanusanni Babhrulata Pushpasandoha Sandeha Krillochane Vak Sudha Sechane. There she is Saraswati. That is the second one. Third one is Lalama Bhirame Surame Rame, O Lakshmi. So she is existing as Durga, Durga, Saraswati, Lakshmi, which means the three gunas. The three gunas are descending from the supreme entity. Correct? We know this. The three gunas, the Prakriti or the three gunas are represented as Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati. These are the three gunas that come out as part of the whole creative principle. So he is first seeing Matangi, although she is appearing as Matangi, Kali is appearing as Matangi for him. He is Kali Dasa, he is not Matangi Dasa. Right? He is not called Saraswati Dasa or Matangi Dasa. He is called Kali Dasa because Kali is grace. But Kali's grace, he perceives it as Matangi, as Saraswati. But he sees Matangi as what first? Sarvaloka Priye. She is seen as Kritivasa Priye, Sarvaloka Priye. She is seen as this Lalita Tripura Sundari, who is the primordial Parashakti. He sees her as that. And then he sees her, which means you can almost consider her as the Parashakti or the unmanifest. And then she is coming in the form of Prakriti, in the form of the Trigunas. She is descending down into the manifest world. And as he is doing that, he is also describing the aspects of Devi. Okay. So it comes till the forehead, right? Now we go to the next one. The next one, we've got about 15 minutes. The next one is a pretty long one, but it's good that we learn to chant this. I'll just pause the recording and then we'll learn to chant this and I'll re-initiate this. Look at the meaning. Prollasatmalika Mauktika Shrenika Chandrika Mandalodbhasila Vanya Gandasthalanyasta Kasturika Patra Rekha Samudbhuta Saurabhya Sambhranta Bhrangangana Gita Sandri Bhavan Mandra Tantri Sware Susware Bhasware. Okay. So what does this mean? Here, now he is coming down from the forehead, he is coming down to the cheeks of Devi. Okay. And we'll see how he's coming down. Prollasatvalika Mauktika Shrenika Chandrika Mandalodbhasila Vanya Gandasthalanyasta. The Gandasthalanyasta is the reference to the the cheeks. Okay. But there are different things that are coming into play here. Okay, you have to pay attention to this. Okay, Gayatri. You have to pay attention to this one because there are several things that are coming into play here. Okay, so one is the Bringangana Gita. So I'll try to bring, I'll point out certain things in isolation and then we'll bring it together. There is Bringangana Gita. Bringangana are female bees. Okay, there are female bees. Gita, they're making sound. They are making this humming sound. Okay, that humming sound is there, and that humming sound is created around Devi. Okay, Bringangana Gita. This is one thing. Then what is happening? There is okay, why is this Bringangana Gita? Why are the bees coming around Devi? they are coming around Devi because they are getting this fragrance. Saurabhya. There is fragrance that is coming. Samudbhuta. It is udbhuta. It is coming out from Kasturi Rekha Patra. It is a certain kind of a patra. Kasturi Rekha Patra. It is some kind of probably a hibiscus or some kind of Kasturi plant. From that, there is a paste that is applied on. It is applied on Nyasta. It is applied on Lavanya Gandasthala. On the lovely cheeks of Devi, this Kasturi Rekha Patra is Kasturika Patra is applied, and because of that, the fragrance that is coming from there, Saurabhya Samudbhuta.
குருஜி
Sollu.
கஸ்தூரின்னா டர்மரிக் கூட இருக்கலாம்ல?
Ama Kasturi is also turmeric, can be considered as turmeric, or also Kasturi is a separate kind of a substance. Turmeric, when you mix Kasturi, it becomes Kasturi Manjal. But Kasturi is a separate substance that comes from a deer called, it's musk. Kasturi, if you translate directly in English, it's musk. And that musk is derived from a deer called musk deer. Kasturi man. So it comes from there. So, but whatever. So it's a very, very fragrant substance that she is applied on the cheek. And from there, this fragrance that is Saurabhya Samudbhuta. There is fragrance that is coming. And what is happening is, there are bees that are coming around this fragrance. Bhrangangana. The female bees are coming and they're making this Gita, this humming sound. Okay. And how are they coming? They're getting Sambhranta. Sambhranta Bhrangangana Gita. Sambhranta means they are going crazy. Sambhranta means to lose your mind. You lose your mind, and who is losing their mind? The bees are losing their mind because they are now smelling this amazing fragrance coming from somewhere, and they're coming there. And whenever bees come, they make this sound, right? There is Gita. There is this humming sound is called as Gita. Gita is essentially, in this case, the noise of the sound that is created, the vibration that is created. And how does it sound? It sounds as though Mandra Tantri Sware. The Tantri or the Veena or the Tambura that Devi is holding, or so it is, she is not playing the sound. The sound that is now emanating from Devi herself, Devi in Devi's vicinity, there is this sound. What sound? Mandra Tantri. Mandra means the Mandra Sthai. Ucha Sthai, Mandra Sthai nu cholluva. Those who are familiar with music, Carnatic music, Ucha Sthai is the upper note, higher octave. The lower note or the lower octave is called as Mandara Sthai. So Mandara Sthai, the sound of the bees are like this humming sound, which is the basal sound. Adi vayathalendu oru chattam solluvalla. From your base, from your navel, you take out a sound. And it's that kind of sound you hear around Devi, although she is not playing the Tantri. Tantri means the Veena or the Tambura. She is not playing it. The sound is coming because of these Bhrangangana, which are creating this Gita. Why are they coming there? Because they are Sambhranta. They are gone, they've lost their way, and they're getting driven by the fragrance. Saurabhya Samudbhuta. The fragrance that is now rising from the cheeks. From where? Gandasthalanyasta. Because she's applied what? Kasturika Patra. She's applied in the cheeks. Bees are getting drawn and they're making this sound, and it sounds like Mandra Tantri. And how is this Gandasthala, the cheek? It is Lavanya. It is beautiful. And it is also Chandrika Mandalodbhasi, which means it is Udbhasi. Udbhasi, it is lightened up or lustrous because of the Chandrika Mandala, the beautiful moonlight that is also appearing. The cheeks are not just fragrant, they are also shining. Prollasad valika mauktika shrenika, which means how are they shining? Because of the mauktika shrenika. She is wearing a pearl earrings. She's wearing pearl earrings, white pearl. And because of the reflection of the light from the white pearl on her cheeks, where she's applied the fragrant material, it is shining and the bees are getting attracted, and the sound of this veena or the mandra tantri is coming. Apadi. Are you able to follow the visualization here? The visualization is Devi's dangling eardrops, Prollasad Valika. They are a series of pearls, Mauktika Shrenika. They are pearls that are hanging from her ears, and there is light that is coming. Udbhasi, Chandrika Mandalodbhasi. There is this light of the Chandrika Mandala, as though the moonlight, the light is coming and falling where? Chandrika Mandalodbhasi, Lavanya Gandasthala. It is coming on this already existing beautiful Lavanya Gandasthala. Her cheek is already Lavanya, it is already beautiful. And in that she is Nyasta. So it's already a charming and a beautiful cheek that she's got. And in that Nyasta, what is she's applied? Kasturika Patra. She's applied this Kasturika Patra, Rekha Samudbhuta Saurabhya. Because that she's applied this, there is a fragrance that is rising. That's fragrance that is rising. And because of that, Sambhranta Bhrangangana, the bees that have lost their way, they are coming here, and there is Gita. Whenever there are bees coming, there is Gita that is there. And what is happening to this Gita? Sandri Bhavan. Sandri Bhavan means it's intensifying. It is intensifying. Why? Because more and more bees are coming there, and the sound is intensifying, and it sounds like Mandra Tantri Sware, Susware, Bhasware. Susware means, oh mother, who is the essential nature of Swara. You are the nature of sound, of beautiful, harmonious sound. Susware, Bhasware means you are the enlightened one, you are the brilliant one. Sware, Susware, Bhasware. Look at the words how is used. Sware here is the swara that is rising from the tantri or the veena or the tambura. Susware, it is harmonious sound or harmonious music, and it's bhasware, it is illuminating. The music is illuminating. Okay. So now we've understood the word meaning of this particular verse. Next week, we'll look at how to perceive this whole verse and internalize it. Because we looked at only the word meaning of the verse. So, how does it go? Prollasad Valika, Mauktika Shrenika, Chandrika, Mandalodbhasi, Lavanya, Gandasthalanyasta, Kasturika, Patra, Rekha, Samudbhuta, Saurabhya, Sambhranta, Bhrangangana, Gita, Sandri, Bhavan, Mandra, Tantri Sware, Susware, Bhasware. Okay. And all of this while Kalidasa was sitting there and looking at Matangi or Kali and then just flowing through him.
AI.
Huh?
AI poem.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence.
Huh?
AI. Chat GPT, like AI. Artificial intelligence.
Oh, AI. Like Chat GPT is generating, he is generating from inside. So I'm just visualize. See, one thing is the literary beauty of the text itself. The other is எப்படி ரசிச்சிருக்கிறங்கிறது ஒன்று இருக்குல்ல. The rasana, the shringara bhava or the shringara rasa that is so dense. And how he is making connections and creating these comparisons. It's phenomenal, right? It's just so mind-blowing the way he has done it. And then we will look at, so next week, I know we have run over by 2-3 minutes. Next week, I'll pause here, but next week we'll look at how just this verse will pick up. See, look at it. You've got smell. You've got the audit, the hearing. You've got sound, which is the Bringangana Gita, Mandra Tantri Sware. Then you've got the sight, Bhasware, Rollasad Valika Muktika Shrenika. Again, 3 things are brought to fore here. 3 kinds of perception that we have. So we'll look at how that is brought together. Maybe in the next week we'll see. Okay. Om Kayena Vacha Manasendriyerva Buddhyatmana va Prakrite Swabhavat Karomi Yatyat Sakalam Parasmai Narayanayeti Samarpayami Sadashivayeti Samarpayami Jagadambikayeti Samarpayami Sadgurunathayeti Samarpayami Hari Om Tat Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Matre Namaha.
धन्यवाद.